Your setup has a lot to do with how you transition. It has a lot to do with how many repetitions your dog has to do before they get it right. And so, what does that look like? Ahead of time, in your training plan, you're going to plan, what are the behaviors I'm going to be teaching today? So I'll do one of two things. If I have a small training area, I will put my props, I'll set them up ahead of time, either on a chair or a couch or somewhere that I could grab them in the midst of working for those seamless transitions. So it might be I'm working crate games at the very beginning of my training. I've got the crate door open, I'm moving the dog back and forth. When the dog gets out, I will instantly start tugging. And as I'm tugging from the top of the crate, I might take a perch. Perch work, pivots, and spins. If you're not doing that with your puppy or your dog, go over to YouTube and check out that video. All right. And so I'll always include perch work at least a few times a week for my puppy. As I'm tugging, that perch is just thrown on the floor, and I might then transition from my tugging. I'll just say out, and she will instantly go for the perch with her front feet. And I'll throw the toy around my neck. I'll grab some cookies. Probably they're in what I've always referred to as my kangaroo pouch, because that's what we used to call it when I was a kid. But a lot of people didn't know what that was. It's the pouch in the front of my hoodie. So I'll grab the cookies from my hoodie, and I can seamlessly start to transition to train my dog. Okay, so I will plan the stations that I want to train. So always will be with my puppy, who's only 15 weeks old, it will be predominantly recollar games and fitness exercises, right? I'm already just doing the foundation for her to learn fitness exercises. Occasionally it might be a jump grid, but really it's recollar games and fitness. That's what we're working on. And so I will plan, depending on the time and depending on the events, 3 to 5 stations. So if I'm working in a small space, those stations are stacked either on top of the crate or on a chair where I can just grab them and throw them on the floor. If they take longer to set up, then what I'll do is I will have my puppy hop it up on a hot zone or have her pop back in her crate. If I don't have room in my small space for a hot zone and a crate, then I can manipulate my environment, set up maybe 2 more stations, depending on how much room I have. And what that also does is it gives my dog a little bit of a break. So I might train for 3 to 5 minutes. In that 3 to 5 minutes, I've done several balance breaks where I'm taking her away from the equipment and we're just doing some tugging, maybe some sit, tug, sit, maybe some sit and I turn and run away and she chases me. So I'll do that. Then I'll hop her up in the hot zone while I set up the next station. When the next station's ready, she's learning. Guess what? You can chillax away from me. And she's just learning that control behavior while I set up the next station. And then I can release her. If I want a bigger break, like let's say I've just done a 3 to 5 minute training session, I will have her hop it up in the hot zone or put her in her crate and just let her chill. And I'll go to my record keeping book and I'll start taking notes. I may review a video, just scrub back in my video right then and there, depending on how much of a break I think she needs. So that is what setting up a training session looks like. It's intentional. It's got stations. Okay. So it's your mechanics, it's your setup. By being efficient, we minimize the downtime that puppy has. That means that we decrease the stress the puppy has to endure during their training sessions.